here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Okay, well, it's midsummer. It's hot.
It's smoky.
It's been smoky, really smoky, and we're out of here.
We're ragged. You can see we're ragged. We both look pretty ragged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we just packed the car. That's one thing.
We're ragged. And our very first date was a canoe date.
Not with this canoe, but we
No.
bought this canoe together
A year later.
a year later. And so we're off to Mendocino. The hell with this noise.
Indeed. We're off for some ocean air and a beach, get sand in our feet, and we're camping, which is going to be a little bit of a scream because we haven't camped, what do you think, a decade?
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years, but like, you know, we're trying to keep it low-key, COVID responsible, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And so we're camping, and we'll report later.
Okay. See you later. We'll be back.
But I hope that's an okay take.
All right, we're about 5 miles out of Grass Valley, headed west on Highway 20 towards Mendocino. And you could just pan out. All right, well, we're coming up on a turn here that normally is a really beautiful overlook of the Sacramento Valley. But today, it's like pretty smoky, and just over that hill right there, about a mile or 2 miles away, is Beale Air Force Base. And oftentimes we see the SR-71 come taking off or landing when we come down this way. We're about 20 miles from Grass Valley at this point, and we're still moving forward. All right, we're going across the flats, the Sacramento Valley, 50 miles of totally flat land, lots of fruit trees, lots of agriculture, and we're coming into the little town of Colusa in Colusa County. Not much to speak of. It's hot, it's smoky. California, I just heard on the radio there was like 400 fires that have been burning out of control for a week now. So we're looking forward to getting to the coast. Okay, more orchards, and you can see the Coast Range Mountains coming into view, and I swear they're less than 5 miles away, and that's how thick the smoke is here. But soon we'll be in those foothills and climbing, probably an hour and a half through the mountains to Mendocino. All right, we're coming into the hills right now. That was 5 miles away, actually, and you can see the strafing on the hills here, where, you know, over the millennia, these hills have moved from earthquakes and other kinds of movement. And now it's just cows on the sides of these hills. That's why they're stripped clean. But on a good day, and today is not one of those great days, these are beautiful hills. Okay, we'll keep going. Well, there's Clear Lake, what you can see of it. And I don't even know if you can see it, but up above Clear Lake is the volcano that made Clear Lake. Of course, it's been pretty dormant for many centuries. All right, well, we just passed out of Colusa County into Mendocino County. which is probably another 30 miles beyond Clear Lake, and all of a sudden the air is clear again. And I guess we've got a little bit of ocean breezes coming in, although it's pretty hot out still. But you can see that, you know, you can actually see a few miles. Well, we just turned north on 101 and Highway 20, headed towards Willits, which is about, I don't know, 15, 20 miles up into those hills. And boy, the air is just all of a sudden clear as a bell. Really nice, I mean, well, comparatively. So we'll come back once we get into the town of Willits, because that's where it's going to be our next turn. And Barbara's driving away while I get to goof off, shaking her head. Okay, we just came over the pass from Willits to Mendocino. We're going to start rolling downhill from this point on, and you can see way out in the distance there a huge layer of fog. That's and look at the air. Oh, it is so clear here. I'm ready, and the air is probably in the 70s. Oh man, it is so cool. All right. We got about another half hour before we get to Fort.
Yeah.
All right, we're rolling down the backside of the Coast Range Mountains, down into Mendocino, and if you look out, that's all redwood country. Now there's not very many big redwoods left, but there are a lot of redwoods that are, 50 years old or so. Close by, redwoods and hemlock. So we're just rolling along here, waiting for this road to end. Maybe you can pan it over to the road. And it's a windy little back road, just 25 miles an hour the whole way. And I don't know, Mendocino just is stubbornly holding on to this road. I think they won't allow it to get upgraded to anything faster. So that's that. We got about another 20 miles to go, and we're there. All right, well, we came off of the Highway 20 and we turned right onto Highway 1, or turned left onto Highway 1, and there is the ocean. And here is Jug Handle State Beach, which is where we're going to camp out for a couple of nights. And I'm not sure, where is the...
It's over here.
Up here?
Right here.
Okay, go ahead and just, yeah. Okay.
Okay, I think, all right, I think we need to,
We can just ask these guys.
okay, I'm going to turn.
Okay. Look out. All right, we made it. We're here.
The tent is up.
The tent's up. The bed is in. We're ready to camp out. We could put some more coconut. No, you don't have to. It was gingery, but gingery is good.
We're at the picnic table right now, cooking a little din, and hey, it's so beautiful out, and it's nice and cool. We got a fire going. Man, could you ask for more? Tomorrow morning, we're gonna take that canoe. We're gonna throw it in the river and go upstream. All right. Well, we are now overlooking the Mendocino Cove, and this is Mendocino Headlands State Park, and back up to the right is Mendocino itself. What you're seeing here is the Big River, and it's a tidal river, which means that if you catch it at the right time of day, and the right time of day is now, the tide is coming in, and it literally will carry you upstream for about 3 or 4 miles before the tide turns, and then it'll carry you back out. So it makes it for an easy paddle if you're at the right time of day. And so we've got the canoe down at the beach, and we're ready to jump in and go canoeing. All right, so we can just push it out so we get into the water. Now there's water. Push yourself out. There you go. Okay, she's going to paddle over to where it's a little steeper in to the water so we can both get in it. All right, she's paddling. And we are in one of the most beautiful rivers I know of. This is the Big River. Sometimes there's seals that come in here and otters, and man, and it goes back for miles. All right, we'll be back. See them or not? I don't know if you can see them or not, but right in here, a couple of otters kind of playing around amongst the branches. You see them climbing up on the tree. Oops, I guess I better aim properly. Right at the base of that trunk, just before it goes into the water. Paddle a little bit.
Little ones.
Yeah, little ones. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, 2 little ones.
Yeah, see them in the water there?
One. A 4th one.
Yeah. A whole family of otters.
A whole family.
And of course right over there is a seagull standing on that log. Probably waiting for the otters to bring up something so he could steal it. Well, we just have well, somewhere. He's underwater now. All right, well, this is the famous Mendocino. You get this is Main Street, and it's like just barely off of the coast. And we've got like Maine coast right here, and my wife walking away from me because she's like thinks I'm a jerk. It's a pretty popular place this time of year, and and we booked this the last couple of days. We decided to come out here, so we pretty much just got what they had, and there was 2 spots left. One of them was number 5, which we were in last night, and the other spot is number 10, which we're in tonight. Now, this is like the worst spot of the place. Hello, it's beautiful out there. So we're all set up, we're ready to go. We're gonna go out to the Ledford house and have some dinner, and we will be back soon. Well, we're here at the Ledford house, our favorite place to be in the Mendocino area, and you know, we're celebrating a wonderful stay here, and you can see the Ledford house is in back here. We're kind of out on the porch because of COVID. You know, you can't really be indoors anymore. And there's the ocean. It's beautiful. Here, I'm going to hand it to you. And we're just gonna have some dinner. I'm gonna have a margarita. Barbara's gonna have a Shirley Temple or something like that. And she's gonna drive home. Okay. Well, not home all the way home, but back to the tent. All right. We'll see you soon. Well, it's the second night in front of the campfire, and there's something calming about watching a fire. And we were speaking of it earlier when we were having dinner. It's about watching the ocean. Very same thing, very calming. I don't know what it is. Maybe television has taken place of campfires. I don't know. But here we are in this pretty quiet, pretty beautiful environment. Backed up to a meadow that goes probably, you know, 1/4 of a mile back into a small redwood forest. It's not a bad thing. Okay. All right, well, the vacation is over. We're putting gas in the car, and we're getting ready to head home. And of course, I'm standing behind the camera. All right, well, we're back in the smoke. I mean, it seems like it's even smokier than it was the other day when we left. I don't think there's 5 miles visibility. Look at the freeway that way. Yeah, I'm thinking. Well, okay, we just breathed last. Okay, well now we're down to about a 1/2 mile visibility. I swear the mountains over there, less than a 1/2 mile away, and you can barely see them. This is getting pretty intense. And we can't get any information on the radio as to what's going on. I mean, the fire's got to be close by. Let's hope all of California isn't like this. We're about 10 miles from home, and it's been a long journey. It's about a 4-hour journey, and the air is a little bit better. Well, I'm thinking it's a lot better than it was when we left. But it's, you know, it's hard to know. By the time we get there, it may just be a mess again. But it's certainly better than it has been all the way across the valley. So I'm happy for that. And it's supposed to be cooler out, which means hopefully less fires, or at least not as intense of fires. And at a couple of seconds, we're going to kind of swing over this hump here and down into Penn Valley, which is, as I said, about 10 miles from home. Home, yay! All right, we're in Grass Valley. We're coming up over the hill here and coming into Nevada City. Well, not Nevada City proper, but the Nevada City limits. Just as soon as we get over the top of this hill. All right, looking down, you can see way out. That's a good 10 or 15 miles away on that ridge. So we got better air quality. And my wife informs me that no, it's not going to be cooler. It's going to be hotter this weekend. But, you know, that's okay. I can live with that. Under the overpass, and pretty soon we're going to hit the S-turn and then make a left turn and go up Coyote Street. There's good old Coyote Street. We're going to make a right on that, and then we go back into the woods about 6 miles. Up to the top of the hill, and we'll be back soon. We're right here, almost to Lazy Dog, which is the road we live on. We're going to make a right turn. Oh yeah, we've got to check the mail. Hang on. Down the hill and past the neighbor's fence, which is, I don't know why he did that, and a left-hand turn into our property. Yes. Back and forth. Up the little dirt road. There's our house, and it looks like it's all safe and sound.